Okay, so let's take a look at how you can load the data into Oracle Cloud's autonomous database. So you have like option of autonomous transaction processing database, or you can also make use of autonomous database warehouse. Either of these instance would allow you to create your database. So in my case, I have created both of these ATP as well as data warehouse. So I will show you one of the database out of these two, and I will also show you how to go to the database actions and then how to load your database. Before that, let me show you the data I'm trying to load. So this is user CSV file and it contains data of few people, right? So we have like 400 or so entries, and then I have first name, last name, ID, then email and SSN data. All of this is randomly generated and it's not a real data. However, I created this just to show you. So I'll be creating one table called users, as well as I will add all the rows from the CSV file. Now the next thing is going to your Oracle Cloud account, then go to Oracle database, then choose autonomous database. Now based on what you have created here, you will be able to access the specific set of databases. As you can see, I have transaction processing database as well as warehouse database, right? I can pick either one of them. So I'll pick, let's say, ATP, right? So ATP data has this section called database actions. So I will try and open this, right? For those who have no idea how to create one of these databases, you can simply go to autonomous database, click on create autonomous database. Here you will choose the compartment name at the time of setup. Then you have display name for your autonomous database and database name as well, right? Both of them can be a unique name for you to connect to, right? Then you can choose the workload type, data warehouse or transaction processing, also known as ATP, right? Then you have shared infrastructure or dedicated. So if you are going for always free configuration, then this will be blanked out, right? Then all that is available for you would be the CPU count of one CPU and 20 GB storage. Here you can see I have created two databases and I have reached my limit, right? Then there is admin password to add and option to add access from everywhere along with MTLS authentication. There is also license included. Finally, I can click on create autonomous database, which should create that instance. Then I will go back again, right? So clicking here to go back, then you pick one of the instance, then here you will find your database name, right? Then if you click on database action, it is opening in another tab. Here you will type in your username, then paste the password, then click on sign in. Now database actions is where you will be doing most of the operations on your ATP or your data warehouse, right? So here you can see I have development column, then data studio, also administration and monitoring. Considering I am admin, so I have access to all the features and that I can see from the top down, right? Then here you see data studio. Now this is the place where we get to do most of our work. You can take a look at this. Using this would allow all the options from this column. So you can go to data studio or you can go to data load, right? If you want to take a look at the option to add your data, you will simply go to data load, right? So here you can see what do you want to do with your data. So I want to load data from CSV file. If you have any links to any online file stored within some web server, you can link from here. You can also feed the data. If you have OData or REST API, you can get the data from there, right? Then where is your data? It could be a local file like mine, which has CSV file. Then you have database, so say remote database, MySQL, Postgres, Oracle can pick that up. Then there are also cloud store files, basically where you can have storage objects and have specific URL. So you fetch data from there. Now you pick load data and local file, you can click next. Right now here you see option to drag and drop the files. So click on that, choose your file, click open. Now let's see what it does for processing. Here you see it says 21 KB of file. Now I have option to create table users. Also there is this hamburger menu that allows me to add or remove, right? So I will select this, click on start. Do you wish to run the data load job? Click run. Now it will import all the rows, 400 rows of data, and as you can see the table name is users. If you choose the settings and decide to edit it at the time of import, you could change as well, right? So now that our data is imported, we can check the recent job. Currently it's not updated, it seems, right? So we'll just refresh it and we are back here. Now we can take a look at previous data load jobs. So we have like job where we imported users table, right? So we get to see that. Now the thing is, I want to go to database actions so that I can access this SQL query. So this SQL query area where you can see I have my users table, and if I want to check all the data here, I can simply use select all from users, then use semicolon to end the query, hit run. Now it should show you the result of all the 400 rows of data. Now do note that as you are running all of these queries, and there will be some cost associated with this because nothing is free on the cloud. So whatever we are doing right now is going to cost us. So if it's free here, there will be number of queries that I can run on cloud. So per month that limit will be there. As you can see, my table is properly imported, all the data is there exactly the way I wanted, right? And all the data looks clean as well. I can also download this data into CSV, JSON, XML or text. I can use query from here, add additional set of rows into this table and it will show up, right? And pretty much everything we do would have some history. So we started from the select query, then previously I ran few queries, that time and date is also included here. I can remove them if I want, so you don't have to maintain the history, right? So apart from that, typical SQL query editor, and will let you work with whatever tables that you have within this ATB database on Oracle Cloud. So I get the flow here starting from, let's say, going to Oracle Cloud. Then in autonomous database we managed to set up either ATP or data warehouse database. Then we use database action to go to this place, right? Then here we found data load option where we selected local file to load, then loaded the file, then we went to SQL query editor, right? And within editor we can see our table. Also we can run the query and do other processing tasks. So everything that we do from this flow onwards kind of is up to us, right? So you get the idea how to connect your local files and load them into your cloud database.